wanted to share this on how amazing God is, y'all. Like, we always hear the term he comes in through the midnight hours. And so I was praying for some things that I wanted God to do, and I was just saying, like how it looks right now looks like nothing about what I need to get done. I'm stuck. I don't know how to go about this. I done been dealing with this for 2 weeks now. um I don't have no solutions. I don't have no answers. I didn't exhaust myself. I done did everything that I feel like I know how to do. And now, Lord, I don't know which way to turn. um I really want this to happen. I really want to do this. um but I don't know which way to turn. I became frustrated. I started crying. Okay, so I was praying, just telling God exactly how I felt. Now, mind you, I've been dealing with this for 2 weeks now. Around 1:30, I woke up, and it was like he directed me exactly where I need to go, because it's so weird, because when I woke up, I went right back to the website that I was trying to handle this business on for the longest. And when I went on there, it was something new that wasn't on there the 2 weeks that I've been looking. So this is something that was new. And when I woke up and went straight to the website, this was something that was new, that was just posted. And I got what I needed in the midnight hour. And so I thought about that thing today with driving. I was like, he comes in just in the nick of time. What took me 2 weeks to do, I spend an hour getting everything off my list completed that I needed to do. So what took me 2 weeks took God an hour. And not even an hour, because exactly when I woke up, I was taken directly to it. But it is, I say that to share what you can't do, God can do within a nick of the time. It don't take God long. God can snap his fingers and do it within an instant. In the instant. And so why do we feel like, oh, 2 weeks, Lord, I've been praying, I ain't got no answer. I've been waiting a year, Lord, I ain't got no answer. I've been waiting. I'm crying out. I'm praying. I'm keeping the faith. I'm doing everything that I feel like that I'm supposed to the right way, and I don't hear nothing from you. So if I don't hear nothing from you in this certain amount of time, then it can't be done. If I don't hear nothing from you in this timetable, then I mean that you not gonna do it. If I don't hear nothing from you from this, and God already told you that he will provide all our needs. God will do exceedingly above all that we can ever ask or think of. But because he don't come through in our timetable, we get frustrated. We feel like throwing in the towel. We feel like, okay, well, maybe this ain't for me, when you know clearly that God told you that it was for you. But because he didn't do it in the timetable that you had for him to do it, then you feel like it couldn't be done. And what took you 10 years, what took you a year, what took you 2 weeks for me, God came in and did it within the nick of a time. And it does not take him long to do what he has already set out to be done. But he will do it in his own timing. And I will be honest and say, the person that's in me, and the little control freak that's in me, that don't automatically work on my time. And I want God to do it right away. When I ask, say, Lord, I need your help, I want you to like come in. And sometimes he does. But other time, more times than none, he allows me to wait. And in that waiting season, if we are so focused on God's timetable, we will miss what he is teaching us in the waiting season. We will miss what he's showing us in the waiting season, because in the waiting season, we will begin to see things and experience the things that we needed that we haven't experienced before. And if we skip over that in the waiting season, by the time we reach that destination, we have already forgotten, or we have already, what's the word? Let me back up. I'm going to even go as far as to say we won't get the weighted promises that we have prayed for until we have learned what we needed to learn in our waiting season. We cannot call ourselves skipping over that part, because we are going to crash and it's going to lead to destruction. So let me back up. Let me back up and say we cannot reach the intended promise that God has for us until we wait and until He equipped us and trained us with what we need in order to get the promise. For instance, I got little kids. My little kids can't drive no car, but they feel that they can. If in the waiting season from now until they 18, I don't even know the limit of driver's license, but I'm just using this for example. Let's say it's 18. Until they learn and take the classes and be mature, not only mature in driving, but mature in their mind to be able to operate a vehicle. They can get behind this wheel all day long, crash all these cars because they are not ready physically, but they are not ready maturely. They are not ready emotionally to handle a vehicle on a highway. So if they get behind the wheel too fast, they are going to crash. That's the same thing with us, especially in the spiritual realm. You want the promise, but then you're tired of waiting, so you want to get behind the wheel and take control, and then you crash, and then you wondering why you crashing, because you don't want to wait. You don't want to wait in the process. And I'm not going to tell you that waiting feels good. Oh, let me back up. I'm not going to tell you that I always like waiting, but I will promise and I will tell you that in those waiting times, God has revealed things that I needed to work on. God has revealed things to me that I didn't see when I was trying to do it in my own strength, when I was trying to do it in my own will. The waiting season is necessary, and no, it may not always seem good, and no, we may not always want to wait, but it's necessary. It is necessary. And so I say that to say, don't put God on no timetable. And don't think that because when you get in a promise or you get a word, that because you don't see it manifest, that He's not going to come through in a nick of a time, because He will. Because He will. But we have to go through some things, and we may have to wait in order to make us better, in order to make us stronger, in order to prepare us for the promise before it reaches to before it falls in our lap. And so that's what I wanted to share with you guys today, that was on my heart, because I was thinking about that thing. I was like, man, God, you are just so mighty. You are so amazing. And I constantly say the prayer, Lord, I just want you to blow my mind. And when I tell you God's been blowing my mind like no other, y'all, God has truly been blowing my mind. My birthday is coming up, and so the next 2 weeks I'm going to be sharing my testimony. I usually wait to the end of the year to share my testimony about all that God has done for me through that year, but this year hits different, and I want to do it for my 30th birthday. So be on the lookout for that, y'all, as I share and welcome y'all into the details and the depths of all that God has done for me. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a good day. Bye.